Okay, so I have been wanting to do this for a while, and I am tired of looking at it the way it is. So I'm gonna film this. This is gonna be a DDX, a little extra video, because this is something I've been wanting to do for a while. But I figured, yeah, let me do it now, just in case when I'm away, I don't have like a video to upload. I'll keep this one in the bay, I guess you could say, and that is this little thing. This is the Digimon Accel. I think you all already know what the hell it is. Just in case you don't, this is the Digimon Accelerator. This came out in 2004 after the Pendulum X. This is when they just kind of like, they were like, forget the Pendulum, let's try different things. And that was this. Burst Evolution shows up in this. The way it works in Sabers, before Sabers, has a DNA scanning system, just like the Accel, or not the Accel, the Data Link Digivice / Digivice IC, and it also has a 3-prong connector at the top. So mine was I wouldn't really say gifted. I mean, it feels like a gift because of how fair he was with it. Don't be fooled by this background. This is not an ultimate genome like he assumed it was. This is actually an evil genome, which I'm fine with. But this thing is real bad. Look at that. You can barely see through it, and it makes the screen look like crap. When in reality, it's not the screen. It's this case, this acrylic kind of thing. And you know, there's a couple things you can do with this. You could try to make your own, which I've never seen anyone do. I don't think anyone sells replacement of these yet. And the Accel's not exactly cheap. You can find them now for 70 or 60 sometimes. I don't want to spend that much. I already have one. I just want to fix this. So what we're going to do for this video is we're going to try to get this looking even better. Because when I got it, it was real rough. But now I want it to look a lot better. So I want to try something. So we have Displex, obviously. But something I want to do today is use some of this 1500 wet dry grit, 1500 grit wet dry sandpaper. This stuff feels actually super smooth. It's kind of weird. This like is really luxurious feeling. So I'm gonna do it dry, and then I'm gonna do it wet, and then once I get it to a desired look, I'm gonna hit it with the Displex, and we're gonna see how it looks. But how are we gonna be able to tell the difference between which side was done and which side wasn't? I'm going to steal this idea from Dank Pods. I'm going to tape half of this with some masking tape. Tape off half of it, and then we're going to compare the two sides after it is done. I think that's a cool idea because someone much more talented and did it already. So that's what we're going to do. We're just going to tape it off. And see what happens. I'm quite excited for this, honestly. I've wanted to do this for a while, but like I said, it's just been difficult to find the time. So while I'm waiting, just for giggles, I don't know when this is going to come out, but I'm filming this after filming the Target Hunt episode the first time I did it. I don't know if I'm going to do it again. I would like to, because I'd like to find the Wave 2s at Target for $5, because I really want the Wave 2s. We got this half all ready to go. This half is taped off. It's roughly half, at least. And yeah, let's get started with some sanding. So I'm going to fold this, and we're just going to start going to town on this thing. Really trying to buff that out and get all of those kind of peaks out. Now obviously, as you can see, it's getting real cloudy, right? Obviously it's gonna get cloudy because we're taking off material. That's the point here. We're gonna take off just a little bit of material, not all of it, because we still want this thing to look good, and at the end we'll bust out the Displex, and that'll also take a layer off. I'm gonna wet it now, just a little bit of water. We're just gonna go ham on this thing. You don't want to go too crazy on one side. You want to do it even. You don't want it to be uneven, because that you can't really fix that. And we're gonna hit it with Displex, which is also gonna get rid of a layer, take a layer off of it again. And after that, it should be looking pretty fly and good. It should be looking Gucci, really, as they say. It's looking kind of milky, and it's really gross. I don't know what's up with that. Man, it's already looking real good. Let me wipe it off my pants real quick. That's not looking too bad. Yeah, of course, it's like frosted, but it's not looking bad. It's looking pretty good. I'm going to hit it with some circular motions just to make sure we buff it out right. The frog tape's coming up. Man, that is not looking too bad, and I'm kind of surprised here. Most of it's come off. I'll try to get a good zoom in on this so you can see it a bit better. Obviously, like I said, it's frosted now because of this the sanding, but most of it, I mean, Hemo said it the best. This thing looks like some kid kept it in his pants with rocks. It was in really bad shape. There are still some real deep scratches in there. Those are always going to be the hardest to get out. Deep scratches are just naturally harder to get out because it's deeper. It's scratched deeper in here. Because as we're sitting here and we're taking off, we're sanding this. We're taking off a layer of it, but the deep scratches are a layer below what we're doing. Ideally, you'd want different grits. I have different grits downstairs, but I am uncomfortable hitting this thing with a lower grit because I don't really know how that's going to turn out, you know? I just want to get it evenly. I want to get it right because I want this to look good. You know, I want my stuff looking good. A little more water. That's why it's called wet sanding. Now let's look at it. Again, yes, frosty, very frosty, but should be fine. Should be fixable. A little bit of Displex. Looking at it, and it's pretty good. Pretty alright. I'm gonna hit it with the Displex, and we'll see what happens, alright? Be back in a jiffy. Alright, here we have the Displex. This, I'll try to leave a link to this in the description down below. It may or may not be an Amazon affiliate link. Excuse me. So the one I got came in like a little case, and it gave you a microfiber cloth and stuff. This one just came in that bag. I use the red tube. That's what works for me. The red tube is specifically for plastic displays, like the PSP display and stuff like that. So first of all, hold on, let me shake this up a bit. Get a little dab. You want it to be nice and white. You don't want it to be like separated or anything like that. Put a couple dabs. That may already be more than enough, honestly. You don't need a lot of Displex when it comes to things. Tends to be just that little bit. That'll be more than enough. Honestly, even a bead. You're going to get your microfiber cloth, and you're going to buff it in. And as you can see, it's getting rid of that layer that was super glossy, and it's becoming more clear. I'm actually going to probably need more Displex, because I want it to be nice and kind of crystal clear. Looking good, though. I used a lot of it last time on this device to try to get it to look as good as possible without doing any crazy sanding or anything, but it wasn't enough, as you probably saw earlier in the video. So we had to kind of get this drastic to get it looking good. So yeah, I normally would not recommend this much Displex, unless it's this bad. I mean, this is pretty bad. You guys saw how frosted it was because of how much we had to sand it. Honestly, what I really need to do is just get like a little kind of container full of water, dip this thing in there and sand the crap out of it to really get it like looking good. But that is still looking a little frosty. I have my Pendulum X, I'm running that right now, so let's see how that looks behind it. Yeah, it doesn't look great. Better than it being all scratched up, but again, it's very frosty. So we're gonna have to hit this some more, I think, with some Displex. More water. Oops, just spilled a crap ton of water on my floor. That's okay, that'll evaporate eventually. Holy crap, that's a lot of water. Alright, some more sanding later and a lot of Displex, and what I have noticed is that we need more a more heavy-duty polish. I'm thinking maybe Brasso or a higher grit, probably Brasso honestly, or a high grit like higher grit sandpaper would definitely do this some more justice. Because as you can see, it is still very frosty. So we're just gonna get rid of this. It's time for the big reveal. Let's see how well I did. I don't think I did very well. All right. Some Displex got underneath the plastic. I mean, I can't see through it, but the scratches are gone. Yeah. I mean, hold on. Let me get that off. I mean, it's there. Let's get this, I don't know where all this dust came from. Oh boy. Alright, you look, what looks better to you, huh? I mean, would you rather it be like a frost finish? Or would you like it to look like it's scratched up? It's up to you, man. Do you? As you can see, I mean, not the best. A little bit better though, in my opinion. I think. I don't know. I'm gonna hit the rest of it with some sanding and some wet sanding, and some more Displex, and hopefully it'll look better. I think what we need, higher duty, or a heavier duty polisher, something like Brasso. I'm gonna buy some Brasso wadding, and maybe we'll do an update on this in the future. We'll see. What the hell you want? You're sleeping now. I don't care. Well, yeah, that's it for this episode of Digidaily X, DDX. A little extra for you, you know. Yeah. Not the best, but I guess not the worst. Could have been worse. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. Alrighty, see you guys later. Huge shout out to my patrons, all of them. Everyone should be the same. Casey Joe's, Josh, and Omega Scrooge. Bye. Peace.